Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a slime review on an Instagram slime shop by the name of Honeyjam Slime. I ordered the package on March the 28th. It was delivered on April the 1st, which is not that bad. And the subtotal was $36. Shipping was $8, and then you have tax. So altogether, the final total came out to be $47.08. For this slime shop, I purchased 3 slimes. They came in a bubble mailer inside of another bubble mailer for security purposes, and they all did come bubble wrap, and none of them cracked. Alright, so if you guys have been watching the last couple videos, you know what time it is. It is show and tell time. This is another shaker charm. It's like a cat charm though, and it was inspired from Hello Kitty, so that's why I put the little hair bow right here. I like what I put in it. I just don't like how it turned out on the back because I was trying something new and it didn't do right. But that's why I do it, like to learn. And then I don't only make shakers because they take like 3 days to make. So sometimes I make like simple things like this that you can put on a little keychain. It's inspired by the Little Mermaid, at least for me. So it's just like a little bezel charm that you can put on your keychain. Hopefully you guys can see it because I do use my phone, so it may not be the best quality. Alright, so the first thing that I want to mention about this shop is that it does not come with an extra baggie. If it does, you do have to pay for it. It's only $1, but with that extra baggie, you know, usually it comes with borax. I do believe like candies and anything extra outside of what you paid for, it's definitely a luxury or what I call a privilege. And you know, we're always grateful for it. But the one thing I feel that needs to come with slime is borax. When I first started playing with slime, I didn't know anything about borax. It's not something that I kept in my house or that I used, so that's already a negative for me. I didn't want to pay an extra dollar for some borax, and luckily I had some. But for people who don't, I mean, I don't feel like borax is that expensive for it not to come with a product. I mean, I don't know. So first I want to talk about the labels. Her labels are so cute, but none of them come with warning signs. And it does have the name of the slime on the bottom, which is called Corn Chowder. This slime is said to be a white glue sugar bead packed with solid yellow sugar beads, scented like yuzu, lightly scented like yuzu is said. I'm not even for sure what that is or if I'm even pronouncing it right. Ooh, dang, that girl ashy. I put on some lotion eventually, but that's because I be washing my hands. But anyways, so as soon as I opened this slime, I noticed that there was literally no smell. Like, it smelled like nothing besides glue. Now, the base of the slime, it was like super silky, and it was like a thin texture. I really like the feeling of the glue though. So this slime, it has really loud bubble pops and it is very stretchy. Now, I did notice that the beads can be a little irritating if you have sensitive hands or if your hands are cold, which mine was, but eventually it was okay. So other than it being unscented, I did really like the slime. It was really stretchy, and like I mentioned, I really like the feeling of the base of the slime. But due to the slime being unscented when it stated that it was supposed to be scented, and I'm very picky about like picking unscented slimes because I know that I prefer scents. So if I would have known that this would not have had a scent, I may have picked another option. But
being that the slime was still good, but it was unscented, I'm going to give it a 4.5 cheese blocks. This slime is called Spring Shake, and for some reason it's in a different container than the other slimes that I have. I don't know if it's because it's a DIY slime or what, but I don't know, that's just kind of weird. I prefer when all of the containers look the same. It doesn't have a label, it doesn't have a warning label either. So I did have to activate the slime, and you guys are going to see what I found in the slime.
So I was activating the slime, and then I had saw something in the slime, so I took it all the way out of the container, and it won't focus. But there's like a little bug in here. It looks like a baby spider. And yeah, that's definitely super duper weird. I've never had that happen before. Oh, I wish you guys can see it.
So I went ahead and activated the slime, like I mentioned, and the slime is said to be scented like green grapes, and it smells just like fresh green grapes. I mean, eventually the smell wears off a little bit, but at first it really did smell good. Now I love the base of the slime. I was okay with just the base. You should sell the base by itself. It was really soft. It was stretchy. It did have like a little thickly texture, but I'm okay with that type of texture. Now, for some reason, the base of the slime was super underactivated. I'm not for sure if that was because I had some more slime to put in it and she didn't want it to become overactivated, but I just thought that was weird because none of her other slimes were underactivated, and I really didn't have the package that long because it was the lucky package that came out of the closet. And oh my god, this clear slime is so pretty and it's so thick. It's like a putty texture. Like, she literally should sell these two separately or together, but I really love the clear slime. So you guys know I like to play with like the base and the other parts of the slime first. I just want to get a feel of the texture without everything being combined. That's how I know these will be great slimes separately. So I added the clear slime on the top, and then I added the little, I don't know if they're supposed to be like strawberry cubes or something, but anyways, I went ahead and added it. Now I did notice once I added the clear slime and everything together, the slime did become a little rippy, so I probably should not have activated the slime. Well, luckily I did, because I wouldn't have found that little buggy bug that was in there. But outside of that, I probably shouldn't have activated the base because it became a little hard to stretch once I added the clear slime. As you guys can see, when I first started like playing with it, it looked like it was gonna be super stretchy, but eventually it becomes less stretchy, like it has a pull to it, which is absolutely okay. Now, once I added in the clear slime, it did give it a different texture. It made it more thickly, but like I stated, I really enjoy that texture, and the clear portion of the slime really added a good texture to the actual base of the slime. So I really end up enjoying this slime a lot. Actually, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, it was one of my favorite slimes out of the order, but eventually, since it had a spider in it, there's no way that I'm gonna sit here and give it a 5 out of 5. Also, it did inflate a decent amount. And being that I contacted the seller and I also did not get a response, I'm not going to give it a 5 out of 5. I don't know if that makes me like bogus. Nah, it don't. I don't care what nobody say. Like, if you had a spider in your slime and you message the seller, you didn't get a response, it'll make you feel some type of way. And I'm just not the type who likes to bug like a person. So if I send you an email once or twice as a business and you don't respond, I just leave it as is. I'm not saying I will not ever buy from her again. It's just this was an issue. That's all. And so for this slime, I'm definitely gonna probably give it a, I'll say a 3.5 leaves. The next slime we have is called Bridal Shower Bubbles. This is actually the slime that I saw on her Instagram that made me actually take a look into her shop and actually purchase from her shop. It looks like it would be a basic slime, but it's actually like I would consider a DIY slime or a more interactive slime. And now let's just talk about the base of the slime. It is so clear and it's super thick, and I love the pastel colors. Now, like I mentioned, the slime is super clear. It does have like a little kind of a foggy tint to it, but that's because the clay balls started to bleed into the actual clear slime. But if you look at the bottom, you can tell how clear it originally was. Now, the little meringue pieces and the little ball pieces in the slime are actually like, I guess maybe air dry clay pieces, and then the small pink ones are like little, I forgot what you call them, pom poms is what I usually call them. So that's why I say that the slime is interactive. Now, it is really hard actually to play with the slime with the big balls and the meringue pieces. It stated that the ball and the meringue pieces would eventually melt over time and then turn this slime into like a slay texture. I don't remember if I mentioned that this was unscented, but it was definitely unscented. It was really fun to squish the balls and the little meringue pieces. Now, one thing that I did notice, once I started to do this, it made the slime extremely rippy. But I don't know, and it's like weird because I could feel the rips, like the strings of the clay just felt like super weird. So once you squish all of the balls, it did become like a milky color. The whole slime became a milky color. It became even thicker than it originally was. I don't know if it was like a slave texture. It was just like a clear slime that had a bunch of clay in it, but it wasn't like a butter texture either. It was like a coated clear texture to me personally. But for this slime, I'll definitely give it a 5 out of 5 flower bouquets. Okay, now we're going to talk about the shop overall. So, I do like the fact that the shipping was definitely fairly fast. I feel like the slimes are at a decent price. It's not the cheapest I've ever bought, but I think for the quality of her slimes, it's at a decent price. The only thing I did not like is that I did find a little spider in one of my slimes. But the fact of the matter is that the slimes were good quality. I really did enjoy the slimes. I still have been playing with the slimes, and it's been about like a week and a half or two almost since I recorded the video. So, of course, that means I like the slimes. I do recommend that her communication be a little better. If you say send a message, answer it. But I recommend the shop. Give it a try.